Selamat pagi, good morning, good afternoon. I know that I'm standing between you and lunch and Friday prayer, so I want to keep this really short and succinct. I am in a very honoured position to be representing WARC and the MMA, if you will. We've produced a report looking at modern marketing, the insights from a survey that we've done on the industry, and I'm going to be sharing some of those insights and takeaways with you today. But rather than just data, I also wanted to show a few case studies, because actually it's really important to bring some of these insights to life through the case studies. So I'm going to be sharing some entrance to the Apac Smarties for you today as well. So let's kick ourselves off. Just to provide a little bit of context for the presentation and who we are at WARC, if you're not familiar, WARC is the global authority on marketing effectiveness. Our mission is to save the world from ineffective marketing. Because let's face it, there is a huge amount of ineffective marketing out there. And so at WARC.com we have all sorts of case studies, data reports. Mike, oh, it's gone back. All sorts of data reports at WARC.com. And just yesterday, we published our Marketers Toolkit for 2023, a guide for marketers to focus, thrive, and survive in 2023. And I'll share a QR code at the end where you can download that report. But yeah, brands we've helped. I'm the MD of WARC in APAC, but I also run the global advisory business, and these are some of the brands that we have helped through the course of this year with thought leadership, training, and so on. Okay, so let's dig into the actual report itself. In terms of the sample size, 183 people from across Indonesia. The survey timing, which is important, July to September. A mix of levels within organizations, and 45% of the respondents were from client-side marketers as well. Okay, so let's now dig into the growth of digital marketing itself. And the good news is that 69% believe that the budgets will increase this year. So a really bullish position for the market. Only 4% think there's going to be a decrease. And we've seen digital marketing consumer habits increase through the pandemic, and that's likely to increase, and penetration is growing all the time, even into non-metro areas. And higher than the average MarTech investment is likely in Indonesia as well. So 30% of the respondents from Indonesia are seeing up to 50% of their marketing budget in marketing technology. But what are the challenges to growth? What are the key barriers to growth? We're seeing skills as one of the key barriers to growth. Sorry, should I take a hand mic? Is that better? Could someone kindly give me a... Wonderful, thank you very much. Sorry, little interlude. Thank you. So should we turn this one off? Is it okay? Okay, perfect. Okay, hopefully that works now. Yeah? Good. Okay, so what are the barriers to growth? It's skills, and the World Bank has predicted that there is a shortage of technology workers in Indonesia. Between 2015 and 2013, 9 million workers shortfall for information, communication, and technology workers. And the other key barrier to growth is metrics and measurement, and we heard on that in the panel earlier. It's really important to have a measurement framework for your campaign that can prove the effectiveness of your campaign and how that is linked through to the commercial results. I was recently chairing the judging of the Apac Smarties, and those campaigns that could prove the impact, the commercial impact of the campaign through commercial results were the ones that really stood out. And I can't emphasize how important that is. As we're losing influence in the marketing arena, in the boardroom, it's really important that we have a measurement framework that actually proves the effectiveness of the campaign. And the first case study that I want to share with you is from Heineken Vietnam. And now I think Heineken is a brand that really understands how to upskill their teams. And they've come up with a really, really interesting campaign leveraging AR and 3D mapping technology as a way to engage a Gen Z audience for the launch of Heineken Silver. And outstanding commercial results as well. So a team that really understands the measurement framework and how to prove that campaign actually has an impact on the business. Let's take a look.
Heineken Silver has stopped selling beers. What? Why? Because our young audience doesn't give a so we swap beers with experiences, and obviously Gen Z live their experiences virtually. But this is a time where virtual value is getting a bit rocky.
Crypto obviously right now getting crushed.
Investors getting jolted by volatility rippling through the crypto world.
The cryptocurrency sliding this morning following a tweet from Elon Musk.
So Heineken Silver created the eCoin, Vietnam's first branded digital token that gives Gen Z an up roller coaster ride of experiences that evoke slacks. How could we do that? We put eCoins in every Heineken Silver beer and let Gen Z hunt for them through a mobile integration of AR, 3D mapping technology, and gamification. We turned all Gen Z's hotspots into eCoin havens, pavements, convenience stores, beer gardens, bathrooms. Let's not go there, but you get the idea. We gave values to the eCoins only Heineken Silver could. The collected eCoins could be used to cop the coolest drops. To make it super limited, we started collaborating with the holy grail of Vietnamese Gen Z icons. Binzi, Tuliver, Fungla, and Quang Vu to produce a collection of smooth gears, and poof. The gears were gone faster than you could finish a can of Heineken Silver. And just when they thought that the value of our eCoins couldn't get more priceless, we collaborated with one of the most famous custom sneaker designers in LA, Dominic Chambrone, aka the Shoe Surgeon, to drop an ultra-limited 6 pairs of sneakers with actual Heineken Silver in their sole. Come on, you must have seen the hype on social. They're snatched. Called Heineken Kicks, they were worth more than what most Gen Zs have in their bank accounts, making the shoes the most sought-after sneaker drop in town.
Shut up and take my money.
And the eCoins, the most hoarded digital tokens in Vietnam's history. The more they engaged and bought Heineken Silver, the more eCoins they got. Its values kept going up, linking the virtual to physical world, making Gen Z rich in money can't buy experiences, and making Heineken Silver the most demanded beer in town. 12.6 million eCoins mined, 35% over target. 6.2 minutes average time spent on the platform through Silver 6-pack, up 200% versus benchmark. Unprecedented 23.35% conversion rate, up 10 times higher than benchmark. 260% increase of Silver 6-pack case sales compared to 2021. More than 42 million liters of Heineken Silver consumed. Market share doubled in key markets. While the campaign showed that walking on beer is an experience that can't be bought, Heineken Silver proved that they are the GOAT beer brand for Gen Z.
Absolutely fantastic campaign, one that really understands how to upskill their marketing teams to take advantage of the latest technology, and they also measure it in the correct way to prove the commercial results. Okay, let's go on to, sorry, I just skipped ahead. Okay, looking at key consumer behaviors. We're now looking at multi-screening has gone up 25 percentage points year on year. Watching video is flat. And what's interesting is m-commerce has come down 54%. It's come down by 18 percentage points year on year, but still the most significant consumer behavior that marketers need to be aware of in the future. And this is probably because of the slowdown in global online sales activity since the end of the pandemic. Okay, and when it comes to budget allocation, social receives a third of marketing budgets in Indonesia. And according to a recent survey by YouGov, 60% of Indonesians are planning to increase their social media usage in the next year. And that compares to 20% at the global norm. Then you've got video at 20%, and then you've got influencers at 17%. Did you know that 73% of the population in Indonesia claim to follow an influencer. That compares to 43% at a global level. So influencer strategies are, as a channel, is increasingly important in Indonesia. Okay, and shoppable media is a more exciting opportunity in 2022 than in 2021. And this is not the case at Apac, actually. It's become less of an exciting opportunity probably because of the slowdown in online sales activity as a result of the pandemic ending. But in terms of shoppable platforms that are most significant in this market, it is Instagram and TikTok. And TikTok are trialing exclusively in Indonesia an in-app shopper feed. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Okay, and the next case study that I'd like to share with you is Amina Pop-In Mats. This is another entrant to the Apac Smarties, Indonesian brand. And what's really interesting about this is how they used AR to boost awareness of the campaign and make shopping much more fun. And you can see that they had some commercial results reported as part of the campaign case study as well. Let's take a look. Let's go back. Try again.
Amina, the leading skincare and cosmetics brand for teens in Indonesia, launched its newest matte lip cream line, the Amina Pop-In Matte. The brand wanted to strengthen Amina's standing as the top makeup brand, elevate brand engagement and awareness, and increase market share. However, market response to the product launch was lackluster. Its target market of young Indonesian beauty enthusiasts wanted to try and see how new products look on them before purchasing it. But faced with restrictions from the pandemic, Amina needed consumers to experience the product through the preferred way they consume content, through mobile. Introducing Amina Pop-In Matte Augmented Reality Mobile Campaign. Here's how he did it. Deployed across top gaming, entertainment, and beauty apps, the mobile campaign ran in 2 phases. The first phase delivered an engaging mobile ad with a dynamic end card, letting users choose the model with the closest skin tone to their own and see the different matte lip cream shades. The second phase utilized AR technology by Digital Turbine. The innovative campaign starts with a mobile creative highlighting the 3 lip cream features. Clicking on Try Here, users can virtually try on the different shades of Amina Pop-In Matte Lip Cream. They can even take a selfie with the eye-catching backgrounds. They can also purchase the product through an e-commerce site. Amina Pop-In Matte AR mobile campaign was a beautiful success. Phase 1 and 2's engagement rates were through the roof, attracting thousands to get hooked on the creative. The AR execution had a massive engagement rate with over 170,000 page views and dwell time of almost 3 minutes. Best of all, Amina saw an impressive 15% increase in lip category sales and an incredible uplift in brand power and brand penetration. Interactive mobile gaming and AR technology truly changed the game for Amina Pop-In Matte.
So a really interesting local campaign of using AR technology to make shopping fun and integrate the shopping experience as part of the campaign, and you can see the results. Okay, so now let's look at emerging technologies. So marketers are preparing for the advancement of Web3. So 58% we are preparing for Web3 in the future, and 56% the metaverse will significantly impact digital marketing in the next 5 years. So this is very nascent. We're seeing some nice examples globally of brands dipping their toe in the water when it comes to the metaverse and understanding the differences and the relationship between the online and offline world. And we're seeing in Indonesia as well, Telkom has launched with the backing of the government, Metanesia, to help support small and medium-sized businesses. So it'll be really interesting to see how that one is played out. But when it comes to which technologies will be the most significant in 2 years' time, guess what? It's mobile wallets. Mobile wallets increasing 25 percentage points year on year. Around 64 million mobile wallet users currently. Indonesia projected to go to 202 in the next couple of years. That's a big explosion. Almost, if my math is correct, about 75% of the Indonesian population. QR codes on the rise as well, significantly year on year. And then also AI, the second highest significant technology for the next 2 years. And this last campaign that I'd like to share with you is from India, and I think it's an absolutely outstanding campaign. The way that they've used AI and hyper-localization technology to support small traders in India who were really badly affected through the pandemic. So it's a campaign with a big heart, using an impressive array of technology, and also delivering some absolutely exceptional results. So forgive me if you've already seen this campaign. Hopefully you haven't. Let's play the video.
Big brands have big money to hire famous people, but not the small guys. And they are the ones who are still hurting. Presenting Shah Rukh Khan, My Ad.
Welcome, Shah Rukh Khan! He almost certainly has more devoted fans than any other movie star in the world.
Biggest movie star in the world.
Forbes have called him one of the biggest movie stars in the world.
We helped small businesses by making Shah Rukh Khan the world's biggest movie star, their brand ambassador.
इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास वाले फैशन नोवा एम्पोरियम से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना। सिद्धि विनायक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से लेटेस्ट स्मार्टफोन खरीदकर धमाकेदार सेल्फी पोस्ट करना।
क्या कर रहे हो? मीठा लाएंगे?
We used machine learning to recreate Shah Rukh Khan's face and voice to take the local store names in the ads.
आप भी ना अपने पास वाली चॉइस ऑफ फैशन से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना। रॉयल फैशन से ही, MK क्लॉथ्स से ही, पास वाली लक्ष्मी कलेक्शन से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग।
Different versions of the same ad with local store names were targeted as per the PIN code of the viewer, showing them only the nearby stores. But it is impossible to cover all the stores, so we gave the power to the people to create their own version of Shah Rukh Khan, My Ad. Any small business owner could promote their stores through their own social media networks like WhatsApp forwards and other social media pages.
It is Shah Rukh Khan selling your store, man. If you're a small-time retailer or a merchant, what an amazing thing to have.
Cadbury ad is an ad campaign that has gone viral.
A new ad which stars Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan is winning hearts all over social media.
And what we are learning is that over 1 lakh local stores have already created their own ad with Shah Rukh as a brand ambassador.
दुकानों के नाम पूरी सेलिब्रेशंस के दिवाली ऐड में शामिल हैं।
सपने में भी नहीं सोचा था कि शाहरुख खान मेरे दुकान का ऐड करेगा।
Shah Rukh Khan, My Ad.
I absolutely love this campaign. Absolutely, yeah, exactly. Round of applause for the brand and the agency behind that. Absolutely fantastic. And what's amazing about it, they're using the latest technology to really help out businesses that have been affected by the pandemic. And that will have a brand impact. It creates an amazing halo effect on their brand, and it leads to commercial results. That's what's so outstanding about it. Okay. Let me just leave you with some key takeaways for today's presentation. So Indonesia itself is facing a shortage of tech workers, and digital skills are seen as a barrier to growth. So what are we going to do about that? It's about investing and upskilling and training so that our teams and ourselves, we can make best use of the latest technologies and overcome this particular shortage. More Indonesian consumers are consuming video and multi-screening. We've got data that shows multi-screening on the increase since 2013 in Indonesia. But how do we explore new data and metrics to really deepen our understanding of this media behavior? There's one thing to look at viewability, which measures the amount of times an ad is served up to the audience. But I actually think that's quite lazy metrics. It's really to understand to what extent are you gaining the attention of your audience, and many brands on a global level are looking at attention measurement, looking at the amount of captive seconds that your audience has on your particular campaign, and there is a direct correlation between captive seconds and sales results. So the likes of Professor Karen Nelson-Field from Amplified Intelligence is championing this, and there is a big opportunity for marketers in Indonesia to really understand attention measurement. And so with new revenue opportunities, they're coming online all the time with shoppable media, and we're seeing the growth of that. And this is all really exciting, and all sorts of new technologies, and Web3 and the metaverse will present even more opportunities. But as we embark and embrace these new opportunities, it's really important to critically assess and evaluate each of these opportunities and these channels, and make sure critically that they add up to the overall marketing goals and the strategy that you have for your brand, that they're not just the next shiny interesting thing, that actually it does stack up to where you are trying to move your business and brand overall. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to download the full report, you can do so at WARC.com or MMA Global. I think there were some QR codes earlier on in today's session. And just to, as an extra kind of giveaway, the Marketer's Toolkit for 2023, we've launched that just yesterday actually, and it's looking at global trends for marketers on how to focus, survive, and thrive in 2023. So if you'd like a copy of that, you can download it on the QR code that is currently on the screen. I can see a few phones up there, so I will hold it there until we move over to the next slide. Sorry, Shanti, that's a bit cheeky of me. Okay, with that, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you haven't kept you from prayers and lunch, but thank you very much for your attention today. It's been an honor and a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edward PANK. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a photo op with you, sir. Such a fascinating session. Thank you so much for your support and your time, of course, and sharing to all of our participants so many takeaways this afternoon.